You will find this video useful if you are a beginner or you do not have an overlock sewing machine. When you finish your dress, it is important to keep the look of the dress neat and tidy and keep all the threads under check. So in this video, I show you many tricks. Using them, you can finish the edges and ends of your dresses. By the settings shown in this video, you can easily do that. When you buy Usha Janome, this is particularly Usha Janome Stitch Magic, but in any automatic zigzag machine there are some combinations, and in this machine, automatic zigzag machine, I have this setting on edge. This orange one is the overlock stitch on edge, and you push the stitch length on this orange SS. Keep the width maximum, stitch width maximum, dial on edge, tension dial would be on 4 or 3, and then on the ends or the sides edges you start stitching. The benefit of overlock stitch is that there are 3 stitches that overloop. They come together, so they keep the edges in check. The threads do not come out this way. It gives very neat and tidy, beautiful finish to your garment when it is well overlocked, well finished. This way, the standard overlock is done using an automatic zigzag machine or Usha Janome Stitch Magic. Here I have some bead work. So it is because this stitch would be taking 3 stitches together, 3 loops of thread together. So I skip that bead or embroidery thing, it may not cover. So I continue after that. Another method that I show, right now we are on dial edge. Move it to C, that is zigzag. Keep stitch length. You can adjust it on like slightly bigger than SS, and length we keep maximum. So there are different settings you can do, like you can keep it on SS or you can make it less or more. So right now we are just keeping it here so that you have an idea how the stitch goes. While we stitch like this on zigzag, double zigzag stitch, the thread would go double. See, while we overstitch or do overlock, then the machine would be slow. But when you do zigzag stitch, the machine would be comparatively faster, and the stitch would be, this is overlock stitch and this is double zigzag. So when you are in a hurry or when you are sure that there won't be much threads on the sides, you can choose this type of a setting because it is faster and it serves the purpose when there won't be much puckering from the sides or losing from the side. Okay, then I show you one more setting. You can choose the buttonhole or the satin stitch. While you choose the satin stitch, the thread would look this way. Here also the problem of threads or finishing would be covered, because this satin stitch or button stitch would cover the side threads. Threads wouldn't be coming from the sides. Now choose stitch length 2, and this zigzag stitch would come a little loose. It would be this way. It is slightly loose, shorter, but even this stitch is a good option when you want to cover the side threads, and it is much faster than the earlier two options. See, this is the look. This can be used for designing as well. Now we go this stitch width to 3. We choose the stitch width 3 and width is on 2. The stitch would change, the look would change, and I show you how. See, the stitch would be slightly, the width and length would change. When you cover the edges, it would be somewhat like this. So I'm not really happy with this stitch, but you can still use it in case of need or for designing purpose. Now let's try some other setting. So we go on stitch length 3. Now let's see what happens. This stitch is faster, but it doesn't cover much of the threads. This can be used only when there are not much. You have to just join the parts. You don't have to cover the threads as much. So this is just okay. You know the difference between serger, overlock machine and this kind of stitch overlock stitches are that though the threads may be covered using this technique, but your overlock machine or a serger cuts the extra fabric that this overlock stitch will not cover. One more major difference between an overlocker and this automatic zigzag machine giving you this overlock stitch, that that overlock machine comes with about 3 or 4 threads. Already there are 3 threads or 4 threads that you have to insert in the machine, and then you do this kind of a stitch. But here you use the regular normal, one thread in the bobbin, one thread in the needle, and then you make this type of a stitch. So the machine is obviously very slow compared to an overlocker or a serger, but for a beginner or people like us who stitch at home for fun, hobby, or for making our own clothes, and sometimes making clothes for customers also, like I use this machine for the customers. So this overlocker cannot stitch on beads also, as I've shown you. So these are the options, like different design options. So while you cannot stitch with an overlock stitch on beads, where I skipped this overlock stitch, so you can choose a zigzag stitch to cover this small portion. So this is how from the back this stitch will look, overlock, and this is how from the front it would look. The thicker parts and the bead work, embroidery work may not be covered from overlock. Your needle may break or bend, so you need to choose the different settings to cover the ends. So this is how I generally choose. When I need the speed, I choose a zigzag stitch, and when I need more neatness, I choose a satin stitch or a proper overlock stitch, that you can choose as per your requirement and need. I hope you like the video. Please subscribe and share the video, and let me know how did you like it and how do you overlock your dresses. Take care. Bye bye. Have a very nice time.